How are we doing, guys? Absolutely massive win tonight. Massive win for Leeds. Preston 0, Leeds 2. Match review of the game. I was at the game tonight. Shortest trip of the season for me as on the away day. Preston Southport, half an hour. So managed to get a match review out before midnight. So, guys, absolutely massive one tonight, wasn't it? Absolutely huge. You know, I'm going to pick out 3 players first of all. Patrick Bamford, Matthias Klick, Liam Cooper, our 3 best players today by an absolute mile. And the main reason for that for me is because of the way they've come back. You know, I think a lot of us were really worried about them. You know, the 3 of them, especially Bamford and Cooper. You know, I think the last couple of games they've had poor games, but tonight they showed real character, and that's the main thing. Character's come back. You know, they've had a couple of poor games, but tonight they've been absolutely massive for us. Matthias Klick as well. You know, absolutely massive seeing that, the character of the team, and you have to give massive credit to him. In terms of the game itself, it was an unchanged 11. We saw Pablo stay fit. You know, Pablo was able to play, which is a massive thing for us, a massive boost. You know, when we see that an hour before the game, met up with Joe and Conor, it was an absolute massive boost that seeing Pablo in the starting 11. You know, it just made that right hand side look so much better. Luke Ayling, Pablo Hernandez, you know, linking up real fantastically well. One of the best attacking duos I think you're going to find this level. You know, I genuinely do think that at the minute. Certainly on current form, you have to say that. I thought it caused a lot of problems on that right hand side. But in terms of the start of the game, I thought Preston, I have to be honest, they pressed us really well. You know, the first 15-20 minutes, I thought Preston probably shaded it. I'll be honest, I'll be totally honest. I thought Preston did start the game well. You know, we're trying to pass the ball out the back. You know, the typical kind of patient play, and then sudden, you know, bursts of energy and that look running into space, attacking spaces. That element of the game was there from the first minute, but Preston pressed us really well and sort of cut off the passing lanes. You know, Ayling to Hernandez and the Oscar to Harrison have cut off both those passing lanes and tried to defend really narrow. And yeah, I have to say, first 20-25 minutes it worked quite well for them, but they didn't really create anything from it. Maybe a little half chance went into the side netting. Other than that, I think that's the closest Preston have come to scoring today. And you have to take great credit to the lads for that, because Preston have got good players going forward. And I think we restricted them to 5 shots and none on target. Great credit to the lads for that. I don't think Kiko's had a save to make. You know, Preston are a good team at the end of the day, and we've done a really good job on them. It's a massive message to send out. In terms of ourselves, you know, we didn't really create a proper clear-cut chance, but we really did come close a couple of times in that first half. It really did feel like the goal was coming. We started to really get control of the game. Klick, Roberts, I thought in the midfield too, we started to really move the dominate the game a little bit. You know, I think Ben Pearson was a big player for them, but I thought he had a real job in his hands. You know, it was sort of 2 against 1. Got a lot of sort of 2-1-1 situations in that midfield area, and really showed the quality in transitions in that midfield, middle of the park. You know, Calvin Phillips as well, I thought was top class too. Of course, we go in at half time, so a bit disappointed not to score, not to really create a big chance. I can't really think of one. Maybe I'm wrong on that in that first half, but second half we come out. Plenty of energy, the same kind of belief, the same momentum, and we improve further. You know, and I think obviously the red card does play a part. You know, we can't deny that it does play a part in the game. But at the end of the day, I thought the second half performance we were so dominant that I don't think you can really put too much on the red card. I think it was still a game. I still feel we would have gone on to win. Maybe I'm being a little biased there. I don't know, but I thought it was a top performance from us tonight. You know, certainly from. You know, for the second half, you have to say it's top class. You know, we could have had a couple of goals tonight, maybe a little bit of a better end product at times from out wide. We could have quite easily, you know, scored quite a few tonight. You know, there's a couple of times, a little bit of a slight frustration that we got the ball into so many good areas. Just sometimes overhit it a little bit. But my words, the 2 goals were absolute top quality. You know, Paddy Bamford, I'm so happy for Paddy. You know, I'm absolutely buzzing for him. You know, I'll be honest. You know, at half time I thought Bamford had played well, but I felt Roof, you know, it could be an option coming off the bench. But Bamford, the pressure was on, and he stood up to the task. And he proved himself. You know, he didn't moan, he didn't go down in the dumps. He just stuck to his task, kept doing what he was doing. Fantastic goal, fantastic finish. You know, off his left boot there, and then the header. I thought the header was even better for the second goal. Fantastic ball off Matthias Klick. The first ball doesn't go right. He gets his head up, doesn't panic, lovely little chipped ball into Patrick Bamford, header, goal. And it's just very similar goal to the one that Tyler Roberts scored in the home game against Preston of Matthias Klick cross. I think it was Tyler Roberts' second goal against Preston that day. But it's a top performance from us at the end of the day. Defensively, I was really impressed by us defensively. I can't think of anything. You know, maybe the first 10 minutes or so, there's a couple of little iffy moments, but after that, I thought we were absolutely solid. You know, Sean Maguire, I think we kept Sean Maguire quiet, and really good game against him. Alan Brown, a top player, as I was saying, I think we kept him really quiet as well. I think Callum Phillips has dominated that battle, absolutely dominated the battle. And yeah, I can't think of an individual battle we haven't won. I can't think of a player who's played badly. I thought it was just an absolutely brilliant night, this afternoon then. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And then obviously the substitutions that come on, Adam Forshaw, Berra, you know, I thought they were good as well. You know, I thought they did really well. Considering they played full 90s before this game, I thought they did really well too. Guys, we're just absolutely buzzing. Yeah, obviously we want to see what the Sheffield United result is tomorrow, but we can't put too much of focus onto that. You know, we've still got to do our own job. We've still got a really, really tough game coming up against Sheffield Wednesday, and it's just keeping this up now. That's the main thing. Keeping up this momentum. You know, it's just going to be so difficult, but if we play out that second half, that same belief, that same momentum, you know, getting the ball into that midfield area and just being nice and quick on it, one touch, two touch, plenty of pace, plenty of control, and just reading things really well. You know, just absolutely buzzing with that. You know, seeing some of our most important players this season back on top form is absolutely fantastic stuff. For me, man of the match, it's a tough one. It is a tough one tonight. It really is a tough one to decide, but I'm going to have to go Patrick Bamford. The quality of both finishes is unreal. Its all-round play was good. He could have had the hat-trick. He probably did deserve the hat-trick, but he just hesitated a little bit, and it's one of those things. There's a slight small criticism, but it's a top performance of him. Mateus Click, Liam Cooper, as I mentioned, Callum Phillips I thought was excellent. Luke Ayling I thought was excellent again. It's been a superb night once again for Leeds. And let's be honest, you know, I think we're all down and dumped after that Birmingham game. We've got to be buzzing again now. We've got to have the belief in this team. You know, it's had a disappointing result against Birmingham, it's had a disappointing result against QPR, it's had a disappointing result against Stoke, etc, but we've responded. It's all about how you respond at this level. I would put a little bit of pressure on Sheffield United. Let's wait and see what they do. You know, let's be honest, Sheffield United are a good team, they're going to keep it tight, but Birmingham are a good team as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that. But all in all, we've done our job, and it's just about just keeping the pressure on. You know, at the end of the day, Sheffield United win the next 6 games, they'll deservedly win promotion. But I don't think anyone's going to win 6 games in a row, so we just have to hope that if Sheffield United do mess up, we take advantage of it. I've been Oscar Marriott, Leeds TV. Make sure you check out Joe and Conor's joint post-match review of the game. Make sure you check that out, guys. I'll see you later anyway, and make sure you check out player ratings, which I'll be doing tonight as well. See you later, guys.